All right, we're going to do some kit combining. We're going to use drum and percussion kits and see what kind of combinations we can actually get. Um, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually start out with just a drum sample kit from the library itself. So I'm going to go into Super Drums Anthology, Studio Drums Anthology, and we'll just load my favorite JR kit. This is just a general all-purpose kit. Now we're going to do something just basic, like take another snare drum and we're gonna layer it with that. And so the first option you actually have is I'm gonna take a kit that I think I'm gonna take this kit here. So I'm gonna load this into the session right now. We'll just kind of do it the easy way. So I'm gonna load it to a new track. All right, so we're not going to create an actual program in a sense. We're not going to actually take raw samples and make an actual program on a pad. We're not going to do that today. But so what I actually have here, if I go in the main, I have two kits, but they're actually instruments that are on two separate tracks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I have a choice. I can take one pad or I can take the whole bank. And I'm going to take the whole bank this time. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add bank A to bank B of this kit, which is going to be the JR kit. So all I'm going to have to do is just go here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually copy pads right here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to, instead of copy pad, I'm going to copy a whole bank. And I'm going to take the 80s kit, bank A, as I said, I'm going to take it to the JR kit. But we're going to go to bank B. Okay, and like I said, it's just going to take one program and like warp it over to the other program. I'm just going to say do it. So now what you're going to see is you're going to see this same kit here. Now, hopefully if I did this right, I can go to the bank B of this kit, and now I have what would be that first A bank from the 80s kit. So, proof of concept, I'll just kind of remove this kit just out of the project. So we just see one kit right now. Okay. All right. So I've got a couple choices now. So the first thing I'm going to play with is I'm going to. So maybe I want to layer the snare from here. And I'm going to layer this snare to the snare that's on bank A. So there's one way we're going to do it. We're going to go in actual program edit. So the program edit, of course, is here. If you're doing it from the screen and you got it like an MPC 1 or whatever, or a live, sometimes it's called track edit. So it kind of follows the footsteps of what was on the Akai Forest. So anyway, so I'm going to go pick this pad. As you can see, when I hit a pad, it should update the pad at the top of the screen. Now, if it doesn't, there was a bug in the software which didn't allow that to happen, and you would actually have to hit Shift and then select while pressing Shift down, selecting the previous pad, then reselecting the new pad. But I think they got that fixed now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into here, and if you look at simultaneous play, what this is going to do, it's going to take, I have up to 4 different simultaneous play assignments I can have per pad. So, for example, if I go to here and I want to go to B1, 2, 3, that's where the snare is located. So I'm going to go to bank B and 1, 2, 3. So I should have both snares sounding now. I do. That's really cool. As a matter of fact, this cymbal, I might want to layer it with bank B and a different cymbal, which is on, we'll say, pad 15. Or we'll do 14. So I select the cymbal, and I go find that instrument on bank B, and we'll do we'll do 13. So bank B, the 13th pad on bank B is going to layer with the 15th pad on bank A. That. Okay, so that would be one way of actually layering. Now we'll go back to here. Now, one cool little trick I want to show you, which I thought was kind of pretty cool. So I'm going to go in on a new track. I'm going to load a percussion program that's got round robin samples. So it's in the percussion folder, and it's called. So we'll load this to a new track. So what's unique about this particular, and I've showed this in a previous video, but I'm going to show you how you can leverage this. Cool little trick. So every time I hit a pad, I'm going to cycle through so many samples, however I program the samples on here. So some samples have 8, some have 5, some have 3, but they're going to... So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this little Bobby McFerrin, which is in the percussion program. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take this little bank B Bobby McFerrin sound, and I'm going to actually copy this bank B of percussion. So this is a little tongue twister, but bank B of percussion rhythm to bank C of the JR kit. So check this out. So I'm going to copy pads, and I'm going to do bank for now. I'm going to do bank. And I'm going to do for percussion rhythm, I'm going to do bank B to J.R. Robinson bank C. Okay. And this is just going to be a kit. I'm going to apply because we're just playing around. I'll do it. And then I'll go back again. So we'll hold this down. I'm going to select the JR kit. So if I go to bank C, I'm going to have this percussion. So I'm interested in this particular sound here. So that's going to be bank C, pad 3. So let's go back to the program edit. And I'm going to take this hi-hat right here. And I'm going to link it to, I said bank C, pad 3. And this hi-hat. So every time I hit the hi-hat, I'm going to get that Bobby McFerrin sort of mouth sound. Now that is cool. Okay, so that's just kind of another cool example of being able to take what we call simultaneous play, which in the machine, I think it's called linking, which you can do. We can link one sample to another sample in that particular library. So very similar. This is actually pretty slick though. And then what's kind of cool about this, again, you can save this, into another bank or save this as a new patch. Matter of fact, I'm going to do one more. This particular example, I'm going to go into, and we'll go bank C. There we go. Okay, so that's one way. Now let's just do a sheer brute force the other way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load. I'm going to load 80s kit here, and then on the second track, I'm going to load. Let's see what's the best way to do this. Easy bass kit. All right. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to by brute force, we're just going to stack the tracks. Okay, and then we'll look at it like this in this mode. And I'll just go in here. And if we're going to record the kit, that's one thing. We just hit record enable. So go into here. Turn this down just a little bit because of the stack. Okay. Okay, so that would be a stack. Now, if you were going to record this, which usually I would be doing it like this. But there's another way where you can do it where you can use the MIDI monitor. So by doing so, and I had a video on this before, but all you do is change the MIDI monitor from auto to, we're just going to do merge. So that way, when I'm any track but the track itself to merge, it's going to actually trigger the MIDI from that. As you can see it being triggered. All right. We'll put that back to auto. As a matter of fact, there's several variants that you can have for track monitoring when it comes to the MPC. All right, so, and that's just stacking, percussion itself, and this is sort of just a primer. And really, you can go pretty far out because it's pretty complex and so forth and so on. So just experiment and leave me any questions or comments. Until next time, everyone, peace out again.